Hi, everyone. It's me, Danielle, again. I wanted to come on and I was going to talk about downloads um, because I drew one that I just saw recently and I wanted to talk about how that all started. But, you know, I had done the episode 2 thingies ago about the election predictions, and, I was undecided about who I thought was the most accurate. But I think I'm going to go ahead and say for now, until anything else pans out, that Betsy Morgan. Now, she predicted that Trump was going to win against Biden. She also predicted that Biden was going to step aside and Harris was going to run. And then she predicted that Trump was still going to win. So to me, so far, I'm going to say her, and then I'm going to find her and put a link to her under the this video description. I should probably go back and add her also to the original video I uploaded. I wanted to say thank you to Doug, because Doug had this genius idea for me to help me with my pendulum, and that was to add a ring so that I could basically brace my hands like this and move a lot less. And I did that. I listened to you, Doug, and I find that it works really well, and I can really stabilize my hands, and I feel like I'm not, what's the word? I'm not shaking my hands to get an answer that I think, right? That's what I don't want. I don't want my conscious self coming forward, thinking it knows all the answers and shaking my hand. So I want my guides to answer. I want my higher self to answer, or whoever I'm talking to. That being said, I did want to get into some information about downloads. Um, I didn't just start receiving downloads out of the blue. I have been seeing Michael Shaman for 4 years and clearing my chakras and working on myself and doing the work, what everyone likes to say, the work. Um, when we see that I had a past life that would be really helpful for me to integrate with right now, we ask for if they want to integrate with me, and most of the times they do. One of them, he was calling an Arcturian, um, but later I've seen her, and she's an Arcturian hybrid, not a full Arcturian. But he was calling her an Arcturian, and at the time I was seeing that I had an Arcturian guide who I could not hear. I could see him. I could see him sort of motioning and pantomiming and showing me things, but could not hear. So when Michael discovered that I had this Arcturian life, her name was Rishna, and he asked if she wanted to integrate with me, and she did. And my guide at the time was pleased because he said it was going to make it easier for him to communicate with me. So, okay, that's great. After I integrated with Rishna, I'm going to show you what I saw. After I integrated with Rishna, I saw, it was like I closed my eyes and I could see that I was flipping through all these papers, and they had this kind of QR code in a honeycomb pattern, and every page I flipped was different as to which shapes were blacked out or which ones were missing. And there was some obscure writing at the bottom that just looked like lines and dashes and squares and things. Nothing that I would recognize as a writing from this planet anyway. The word instructions popped into my head. So the first thing I got, I mean, it was probably like 10 pages of flipping through this kind of stuff, and it looked like paper. The next time I saw a download, it was like if you could have microfilm, transparent microfilm coming at you, but like 10 layers at a time and just disappearing into my energy field. That's what it looked like. It kind of reminded me of like the type on the intro to Star Wars, where they have like the type kind of scrolling. But again, it was not a language from Earth that I could make out, and it was a lot. It was like if you were going to do an update on your cell phone and how it's so much that you have to reboot and all that. That's what it was like. After I started getting these downloads, so after that really big one, then sometimes I get like just a line of type that I see go down to about my eye level and disappear into my energy field. What my energy field does with the download is it turns it into a pattern. Now, I have drawn this spirit guide for somebody, and I added this pattern in the background because that is oftentimes what I see when I am sharing a download to somebody who is near me. Usually what happens is they sit near me in my energy field. So like our energy bodies probably are touching, and I see this like seed of life pattern start spinning and breaking off and sharing to the person. That is what it looks like. And the reason why I added it on this person's spirit guide is because I saw this pattern when I looked at her. So I knew that this person also gets downloads and shares downloads to other people because I can see this in her field. Now, most recently, I flew to Texas and I was closing my eyes, meditating, and seeing if I had a download from my friend because I didn't notice when a line of type come down into my field. But when I looked, I saw this, which was hilarious because my friend has an animal rescue. She, in particular, rescues injured and paraplegic cats. So I thought it was very fitting that for whatever reason, her download, her newest download, looked like this. Now, I had shared a download with her last year that was the Seed of Life pattern, and now I just shared with her one that looked like this. The first time that I shared a download with my friend in Texas, we sat together and meditated, and I saw the Seed of Life pattern break off and go to her. This time with the cat download, I don't know what it's for, but we actually were sitting in a hot tub together and we closed our eyes. And instead of doing this like breaking off and going to her, I saw it dissolve from me and go through the water to her. So it was transferred differently. My energy field runs patterns that when people enter my energy field, they can receive downloads. I don't always know that I'm doing that with people. My brother, he asked me if I shared a download with him, and I didn't see it happen, but we had hung out, and then the next day he started seeing lines of type enter his eye line and disappear. So he started receiving his own downloads. So just because I share downloads with people does not mean that they integrate the downloads. Their bodies, their physical bodies, are dense, and they have to raise their vibrations and frequencies, and they have to have a physical body that is, what is the word? Habitable, I guess, or a favorable environment. So even myself, I get downloads for myself and I don't fully integrate them sometimes because I've got an energy block somewhere that I need to work on. But the download is there and it's waiting. And once I am, able to, it will integrate. I do run a lot of code. And sometimes when I'm going to cross paths with somebody, like my friend in Texas or a client, I could get a download that is just specifically for them. Just like my dog has gotten a download that was specifically for me and he shared it to me. So we just don't know, we don't know when we're sitting next to somebody that we are not possibly picking up a download that was meant for us. Hopefully that's not scary to anyone. These are upgrades, and they're to help us, and they're to help us to ascend. Which, I know a lot of people talking about ascension right now, and it's all good and it's going to happen whether we're conscious to it or not, because the planet is raising. And so it's probably best if we are conscious to it and we are um, setting an intention, because we do have free will. It is, probably going to be more seamless if we could, uh, set the intention to ascend, at a good pace. Anyway, I just wanted to explain that about downloads. Rishna does stay with me. Uh, it did take me, I don't know how long, a year or two, before my physical body was a frequency that was, favorable, or a good environment to house some of my higher incarnations, my higher self. For example, it took probably 2 years to be able to fully connect to her. So it's a process, and we're all on this path to ascension, and this is just one of the ways. But I did want to talk about downloads and what they can look like, and what I've seen, and how I share them with people, sometimes unknowingly. I did get hired to do a spirit guide art, and I have meditated, and there's some interesting stuff that came up about it, but I will share about that in a second. I did record my meditation, and I will put that in this video. Is there something blocking me from seeing? Green for yes, red for no. Can I see what's blocking me? I already saw, right when I closed my eyes, little ETs. My dog is barking outside. All right, has it been cleared? Okay, can I connect, please, with my client and her guides? There's a portal. I'm seeing greens. Am I seeing a dragon eye? What kind of eye is that? Just keep seeing this eye. There's a purple color. I see an eye. It's looking more like a person's eye now. I'd like to see my client's main guide, please. I'm seeing if it looks like a female. It's really pretty purple color. Are you her guide? Yes. Are you a human from Earth? Are you a relative of hers from this life? Dark hair, really pretty eyes. Very pretty. Uh-huh. Were you an aspect of her from another life? I didn't get an answer. Are you an aspect of her from another life? No answer. Colors are changing. I didn't see her that good. I mean, she really had Audrey Hepburn when she was young vibes. So, just so I've got a base for what she looked like. Beautiful eyes, cute nose, and all that. Perfect eyebrows. I'm still on the fence about whether she was human. I mean, she said she was, but okay, blue. Do you have another guide coming in? Can I see my client's guides, please? I don't know what that was. I just saw weird, like something coming out of a mouth. Don't know why. I have to look into that. Stupid dog. Next guide, please, if somebody would like to come forward. I'm seeing another face. A lot of blues, indigo color. Are you a human? Are you from Earth? No. Are you male or female? Female, I think. That was a yes. Are you a human? No. Is your skin blue? And eyes look glowing? Let me see what's your body look like. What you have, like, are you a humanoid? Still watching a bunch of images and trying to make sense of it. I have not seen a body shape to make sure that it's a humanoid. You know, if I don't see the lower half, I can't tell that it's not got like fins. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see. Does it have wings? Does it have flippers? Is it got legs? You know? Are you underwater? I'll make a note about that, and I'm gonna check with my pendulum and then my daughter. for confirmation. Color is changing to magenta. Am I going to see another, ringing, another guide for my client, please? The dogs are going buck wild today. There's sirens happening. It's funny, my brother, he knows that peacocks are around my house, and he said, like, aren't those really noisy? And to be quite honest, the dogs are much noisier. There's a house behind mine that has 5 huskies, so lots of barking and howling. Okay, there's like a fuchsia color still. Waiting to see the guides. I don't know why they're not like coming in super clear right now. I'm wondering if I still have some blocks to see. Is that green for yes? I think there was like a bunch of ETs blocking me for some reason. Are you a guide of my clients? Yes. Humanoid. Human? From Earth? Looking a little distorted. My vision's not that clear. Female? No? Long hair? You're trying to tell me something. He has fuchsia aura. Mouth is like really prominent or being highlighted. I'm seeing an eye again. It's like really a dark eye. I don't know what is going on with this one. Okay, back off. Back, back, back. Seeing a lot of purple. There's some red. I'm not really sure what this guide is doing, but it's like it doesn't understand personal space. I think he's trying to give me information another way. I think he wanted to just jump right in. Is there any information you want her to have? You guys are going to have to be a lot more visible if you want me to see this. Look like a horse. Somebody riding a horse. What about this do you want her to know? Is the horse important? The horse, is it, are you a spirit animal around her team? Yes. I see that somebody's writing on the back. Are you from her current life, past life? Okay, past life. Is there anything else that you want me to know or want me to tell her? Is there another spirit animal that wants to come forward? It's a tiger. A tiger or lioness? All right. I'm gonna check with my pendulum, and then I'll also run by my daughter some of these things I'm seeing. I want to thank everyone who helped me. Okay, so a lot kind of happened during that meditation in case somebody skipped ahead to just see the artwork. I did have to clear off some ETs that were doing some stuff with her. I did confirm that she was having nausea and headaches from whatever they were doing. I talked to Michael Shaman, and he could see that she's got a tiny chip in her right leg that he said would go unnoticed because it's so small. And she did already get x-rayed and found a tiny dot of something. I'm not going to show that because I didn't get permission to show that, but I will show you the drawing of one of the guides that I saw. So this is the one that had that Audrey Hepburn feel to her. She looked a lot like her to me, like the nose shape, the eyes, the eyebrows, everything. But it turns out it looks like she's a Greek goddess. So not too sure. My pendulum says she's Aphrodite. I guess, we'll have to see how it pans out with my client, and if she can confirm that as well. That'd be really interesting. But this is the artwork. I also I'm working on another artwork for her because I saw a really interesting other guide that I just want to draw. So I'm doing it, but I'll share that next time because I've already kind of gone over a lot of things on this one. I did also think you saw that somebody was trying to channel through me, and I had to sort of set a boundary. I don't know about being open to having just anyone walk in like that. I do want to be a bit discerning about who I channel. So I didn't do it this time, and we'll see about it in the future. What else did I talk about? Oh, there was a big eye. There was a really big eye I kept seeing in the meditation, and the client does also see a reptilian eye a lot when she closes her eyes or something, and that usually to me is a sign that you've got a dragon. Now, I didn't see the dragon, but I think, well, dragons are super duper shapeshifters, and I think she is seeing a shapeshifter in her room all the time. So again, there's some more confirmations and more to come, I think, with her. What else did I talk about? Because I did the meditation a couple of days ago. Oh, she did see the knight with the horse. She sees that as well. So there was quite a few things that she's actually seen herself and that I saw. So lots of confirmations on this one, which is always really exciting. And I love that. I always end up getting hired by people who are already psychic. So I feel like I'm being tested all the time, but it's okay. I welcome it because it seems to always work out. Look at this kitten. He needs all the attention. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching, and I hope everyone has a great week. Bye.